Hey everyone, this is Lisa with crepemyrtlerow. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do the fall tour of my living room. And I'm going to include it something a little different. I'm going to do it kind of like a thrift haul. As I've told y'all before, probably 85% of my home is decorated with thrift store items. And so today I wanted to show you how I incorporate those items into my decor. Some of these you may have seen in previous hauls, but a lot of them I don't think I've gotten recently, so I don't think I've shown you, or I've had them for a while and they've been packed up with my fall decor items. But I'm not going to probably tell you the prices on everything. Some of them I will if I can remember what I paid for them, but a lot of them I don't remember. And of course they're up in the display, so I don't want to, mess it up by trying to pick it up and take it down. A lot of them I removed the stickers off of already. Some of them still have it on it, but if I can remember, I'll mention it. But I just want to show you how you can still have a nice looking home using thrifted items. You don't have to go out here and buy everything new. And there's a couple of things that I've repurposed, and I'll show you those. I've gotten so bad about thrifting lately that when I go to a regular store, like I used to love Hobby Lobby. Oh my goodness, I could spend hours in Hobby Lobby. But I found myself the other day in there, walking around looking at things and like, I need to get out of here and go find me a good Goodwill or a Salvation Army or something like that, because I don't know. I guess it's the thrill of the thrift. I'm thinking I can find something I want, or more authentic antiques or vintage things, more so than the reproduction. I guess is what I'm kind of finding myself leaning more towards. But of course there's nothing wrong with buying it new, because sometimes you just can't find it, and and I've got a lot of that in my house too, as you will see. But I hope y'all enjoy this. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to do so. I just recently went over 500 subscribers, which I know is not very much, but I just started my channel in February, and I would love to at least reach the 1,000 by the 1-year mark next February. So please share this. If you don't have a subscription to YouTube, it's very easy. All you got to do is put an email address and a password, and then you will be subscribed, and you can actually subscribe to channels or like channels and stuff like that. So give me a thumbs up if you like it, and tell anyone else about my channel if you want to. Come follow me on Instagram at crepemyrtlerow there also, and I've already posted pictures of this up there. But if you do follow me there and you've seen those, now you get a little bit more in-depth, up-close view of it. So I'm gonna turn the camera around and get started. Okay, we're gonna get started here with my entertainment center, and here's a overall view for everything far away. And we'll start down there. There's a little Hello Fall. And then here's a little figurine I painted many years ago. I'm going to say probably 30 years ago. That I used to paint those for a shop here in my hometown. And the lady shipped them all over the country to gift shops and stuff. So you may possibly have seen some of my stuff before if you've bought anything like that. And then there's books in the back. Those are thrifted items. And as you see the colors, like that's that burgundy with the gold, kind of the brown, and then it's kind of hard to see it back there, but it's kind of a navy-ish color. I try to find the books with the bindings in the colors that I think will go with my decor. And that's just a little tin can, the little flower arrangement in it. And that's one of those wax warmers back there. It normally is lit up at night. It was a little too bright in there. You couldn't really see what was in there when I turned it on, so I turned it off. And then here, all of the books are thrifted, and I have shown those in my hauls before, and both the little fall houses are thrifted. That one made me think of Gone with the Wind, Tara. So of course I like it, because that's my favorite movie. And this is one of those little potpourri things that you find occasionally. I found those at like TJ Maxx or somewhere like that. But the books did not want to stay together because, of course, these are not truly bookends, so they're not heavy enough to hold it. So a little tip if you're doing something like this, I took double stick tape and put between each book to kind of make them stick together and stand a little taller on their own. And then there's a copper, it's like a little watering can, a battery operated candle, and those come on at night. I have them on timers right now, so and they, you know, the flame moves on it and everything. Looks so cozy in here at night to have that. And there's a little pumpkin back in there. There's a little sign. I believe I got that at Hobby Lobby last year. And there's some more of the books that I've incorporated, and brass candlesticks. I found those, all of this, the books came from thrift stores. The brass candlesticks were a recent find. I believe I paid 99 cents a piece for those, and I just love them all grouped together. The jar back there, that kind of pumpkin color jar, that came from a thrift store. This little house, it's like a little log cabin. It's actually one of those you can put a candle in the backside, and it lights up through the little windows there. That came from a thrift store. I think I paid $2.99 for it. And then I have all these pumpkins. Last year I did more of the muted, like that picture, and these pumpkins here, I did more of that kind of colors. But this year I decided I wanted to go back to the more traditional and, you know, just kind of mix it all in. And that basket there, I just recently found at a thrift store and just filled it with some pumpkins and some sunflowers. And this owl came from a thrift store. I have showed him in a haul before, and then the little beaded garland thing came from Hobby Lobby. I think this pumpkin garland here came from Hobby Lobby. These are little plastic pumpkins with just a little swag stuck back there. That was a thrift store find, the owl. And that's a candle actually inside that pumpkin. And then I recently picked up this little duck, and I liked him for the colors, and he was 99 cents. That's another one of those potpourri pumpkins. And this is my latest addition to my kissing figurines. If you watch my channel, you know how much I love those. And look, the little dogs are kissing too. So I thought that was so cute. And then we go down here to a copper plate that I recently got. And this little truck was part of my father-in-law's collection. Let's kind of come around here, and you see that is my fireplace surround. That, and if you've watched my channel, I've told you how that's actually a door. Those are side lights off of a door, and the top was the actual door. I've left the hinges and everything on it, and I just kind of painted everything to go together. And if you've seen it already, you know I just did a video on my fall tree. There's a little thing. I just found this little basset hound dog. My mom collects dog figurines, and I actually went to pick it up for her, but I fell in love with him, so he hasn't made his way to my mom yet. And my husband likes him too. I've even named him. I named him Barney. I know that's crazy. And you see this salt lamp? This is the biggest salt lamp I have ever seen in my life. Let me just put my hand up here as a reference. That thing weighs a ton. And gosh, I'm wanting to say I only paid like $6 or something like that. I can't even remember exactly. But my daughter loves salt lamps, so she actually plans on taking it with her when she moves to Kansas here soon. But for now, it's going in my decor because I love the glow of it at night. And then these are some little pumpkins that Hobby Lobby has this year on the stems. And that's an actual oil painting back there. I got a pair of them several years ago. And I think I paid 99 cents a piece for them. But I just love the fall colors in them. And then I have a pair of these brass candlesticks, one on the other side there. And I paid $2.99 for those, and they're solid brass. They're heavy. Got those at a thrift store. The little drip glaze pottery back there I just picked up a couple of days ago. And again, those candles will light up at night. And this arrangement came from, let me think, Walmart last year. I think I added that pumpkin and a few leaves in there, because I don't think it quite had everything, and I just added a little to it. And there again, I'm using the books, and I just recently thrifted those. And I love the colors. That's what drew me to them, is the colors and the vintage look of it. And then there's another one of those oil paintings. And then we'll go up here. And that owl and the one you'll see on the other side, those are probably from the 70s. My mother-in-law gave them to me. They were originally painted, gosh, a blackish color with silver on them. And this is about the third time I've painted them, because the first time I went and painted them with a chalk paint to look like terracotta and did the white glaze on them. And I liked them like that. But then I got tired of that. Hold on one moment. Sorry about that, my phone rang. I had to go answer it, but anyhow, so I painted it to terracotta, whitewash glazed in it, and I liked that for a while. Then the next year, I spray painted them solid white, because it went more, like I said, I used the muted colors a couple of times. And then this year, I just took the whitewash and took some brown glaze and glazed over them, and I think that's my favorite look, so they should probably stay that color. And there's another one of the trucks, excuse me, that my father-in-law had. And then this, I made this little piece. The back of it was a board I got from Walmart, and it was already painted like that, and I had to add hangers on the back because it will hang. The pumpkins came from the Dollar Tree. Those are the little foam pumpkins. And let me try to get a side view here. And as you can see, I used 2 pumpkins. I cut one in half. That's the bottom piece. And I just dry brushed paint over them, glued it on. I took the other half, cut it down about 1 inch so that it sticks, it's smaller, makes it smaller, and glued it down. And then the second pumpkin, I just cut a piece off the end so that it would be even smaller, and have that. Put the little raffia or straw stuff in the middle. And then the little stem was just a piece of something that came out of like a potpourri bag that I had. But you could use anything for your stem, a stick or whatever. But I've made a couple of those. Love doing that. There's some more, and that's the other owl. And of course there is another garland. This would be so easy to make yourselves. I bought this one, but this is just a string, leaves, and then you have your clothespins that you could put any kind of leaf on. So there is that. And then we'll spit around here, and I don't really do anything up there. And look at the other side of the room. This is my gallery wall that I'll change out the pieces, for the seasons, and put whatever, mostly fall and Christmas. I'll change out some of the pieces and put Christmas stuff there. This metal piece, I just recently got it for $1.99 at Goodwill, and it was brown kind of colored, and so I spray painted it gold and put the candle on it. Got a set of these owls. One's on the other end for $1.99 a piece at a thrift store. That pumpkin there, there's a pair of those you'll see. Those came from Walmart several years ago. They were the Better Homes and Gardens. And I just did a little bit of chalk paint on the pumpkins to change the colors to match my decor. And then here there's these little quails that they're vintage little pieces, and that squirrel is actually a planter, and then that one. Those all are recent thrift store finds. I believe y'all may have seen the quails in a thrift store find. I can't remember if I showed those or not. That's a thrift store find. That's absolutely my most favorite painting because it reminds me of a place I go in the mountains, because you see the little river, the rocks, the trees, the mountains in the background. Love it. And then here's the rest of that. This pumpkin, and you'll see several of them around, those are from the Dollar Tree this year. They had the velvet pumpkins. I think I've gotten most of the colors. And then that sign, and of course that stays there all the time. That sign right there came from Dollar Tree several years ago. And I have a thing for these baskets that are flat on the back and open up like this. That's about the 5th one I have. I have a smaller white one that I use year round here with cotton. And then I got out the bigger one to put this in. I have brown ones. I don't know why. I just love them. I think they look pretty hanging on the door. You can put real flowers in them too. And of course it was a thrift store find. And then that key, I believe I showed y'all in my last thrift haul. So that is my living room for fall. And I'm going to be working on my dining room. I don't really do anything in my kitchen. Maybe a few little things in the windowsill. Some little pumpkins or something. But my dining room will be the only other place that I really decorate for the season. But I hope y'all have enjoyed it, and stay tuned for the next haul. I'll do the same thing with it when I do the dining room tour. I'll kind of tell you all of my thrift store finds in it too. Oh, one other spot. I didn't show you that pumpkin. And that's my little hall tree, and every time we find cool sticks and stuff, we stick it in there. But there is that one. So y'all have a very blessed day, and bye.